Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how to clear the hips properly in the golf swing. Those of you who may be struggling clearing the hips, let me see if this sounds familiar to you. So as we're making our downswing, I'm going this way. As I start down, I'm going to bump my hips to the left. You can see my hips get a shift to the left. They're not really opening up, and then all of a sudden I start to stand up out of the shot. Sometimes the toe of your club will start to dig down into the ground a little bit. If you look at your divots, you'll kind of notice that the toe end of the divot is a little bit deeper. If you're looking from this way, then as I'm making this same swing, bumping to the left, my hips aren't opening properly, and then I end up standing up and getting tall coming through the shot. It happens all the time. I see a lot of people really struggle with this. This video is really going to help you with that, and I'm going to show you how to clear the hips and the proper way to do that. Now, with the top speed golf system, what we want to have happen is what's called the compression line. And anytime we're talking about rotating the hips, it's more about angles than it is actually trying to rotate. So for instance, if my hip slides in front of my left ankle and my left shoulder is behind that, so if I draw a line from my ankle to my hip socket to my shoulder and it's kind of bowing out like this, I'm not going to be able to rotate my hips because my hips are kind of locked up. I've got pressure going into the outside of my hip. I feel some tightness in the outside of my left hip. And now as I try to rotate, it's just really not going to work very well. What I need to do is get the proper alignment. This is something that we teach in the top speed golf system called the compression line, whereas as I come down to contact, my hip, my ankle, and my shoulder, if you take a look at those, are going to be in a straight line. So you can see how ankle, hip, shoulder, straight line, and now I'm in a position to where I can rotate my hips very, very freely. So my hips can rotate on through if I have this proper alignment. If I bump them out here like this, I try to rotate, there's pain in my lower back, there's pain in the outside of my left hip, and it's really just not going to happen. So to key in on this, and if you guys are used to sliding too far forward, here's what I want you to do for your drill. As you're starting the downswing, as you shift to the left, you're starting to put some pressure in the left side of the left leg and the left side of your body. I want you to feel like the upper leg or the bone in your upper leg, your femur here, is angled back. If you start to slide too far forward and we're more like this, well, now we'll see how the lead leg, the femur, is actually angled toward the target a little bit as I'm coming through there. So I want to make sure as I start down, this is angled back slightly in my upper bone. The reason this works well to clear the hips is as I'm pushing into the ground, because this is angled back, when I push into the ground, that automatically gets my left hip working back away from the target. And you can see my right side of my body's going to come on through also. If we're looking at the right foot, when I'm talking about the hip rotation, my right toe should be able to, or my right heel should come off the ground, and my right toe should have a little bit of pressure on it as we're coming through there. Now, if we do this in slow motion, all I want you to do is to work on, number one, as you start down, making sure that that upper leg is angled back. Number two, as you get to contact, just like we talk about in our system, we want the hips about 45 degrees open and those shoulders nice and square, and we're in that good compression line. So when you're looking at this from down the line, it's going to look like this, where now I've stayed in my posture. I'm coming down and through, and I'm not raising up like this, and that's because my hips have been able to clear out of the way, and I'm going to feel pretty comfortable as I'm coming through that shot. So 100 repetitions doing the same drill, upper leg back, contact, nice straight line on the left side of the body, hips 45 degrees open, shoulders nice and square. So number one, position number two. I'm going to pause in those and really feel those positions, check those on camera till you get about 100 reps. After 100 reps, we're going to make a full practice swing, just going all the way through it, feeling that good repetition. And then once we've done about 100 practice swings, we're going to jump out on the course. We're going to hit some nice good shots, and we're going to stay down in our posture. There we go, hit that one right down the middle. Nice and solid divot, everything, or nice and solid shot, good divot. Everything felt really good. Do those drills. It's going to make you a better golfer, and you're definitely going to feel a lot better coming through contact. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and click the like button now. That really helps us to grow the channel, to get more popular, and to be able to create some more content for you guys. Also, click the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when we have our latest, greatest videos. We're going to be focusing a lot on getting more distance in the future, so you don't want to miss out on those videos. As a bonus for you guys today, I'm going to go over the #1 lag mistake in a video that's coming up here in a second. I'm going to play a preview of that video, go ahead and click the link that pops up in the screen or down below in the description. You'll be able to get instant access to that video so you can start picking up some more distance right now. Plus you're gonna get 5 bonus videos on top of that. So good luck to you guys. I'll see y'all in the lag video. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see, and in this drill what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building the lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, you look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a 3-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be. I want to use the full length of this club to build lag and then release lag.